Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today we are here talking 2025 planning for my health planner. So, I have started a kind of short series on my channel. It is spring release time for planners, and so all of the academic year planners starting in July are starting to hit the shelves. I've noticed that I am now I'm talking about these videos, and I just know myself. Right around March, I tend to start looking for all the different things that I have, and I really need to be okay with my planners. And so this series of videos is really just me talking about my planners, where I have kind of worked to, like what point am I at in 2025, and for the rest of 2025, what is my plan. And so for all of my planners, I will say that I do set up my planners for the entire year, in the sense of like I have an idea of what I'm going to be using for all of my planners. They might not all be sitting on the discs together, in some cases, but in this case they are sitting on the same discs. And so I wanted to just very quickly talk to you about my health planner, talk to you about what I use a health planner for, show you a little bit of what I've done for January and February. My March planner is still in use, so I won't be able to show you anything current, but it's been the same thing for all of 2025. And so if you are here just to hear my thought process, then definitely stay tuned. The short answer here, though, is I'm not changing anything about my health planner. I'm just explaining to you my thought process and what I use it for. And like, I'm really trying to use my supplies, and so I don't want to make changes, even though there might be things that I need to adapt. So for my health planner, I have it right now, and I really need to clean this section out for sure. I have this beginning section that has like two tabs. The first tab is what I consider my beauty. It was from one of my old sections in my home binder, and I ended up not doing a ton in here, and so I just pulled those beauty pages, the tab and everything, and moved them in here, just because beauty, self-care, well, actually beauty in particular, I feel like is related to like physical health symptoms, or they're just like physical beauty type things, right? So skincare, makeup, hair, all those things I feel like are related to my physical body, and so I put it together here. So I'll just show you what I had in here. So this was May 2020. This was, of course, during COVID. I decorated this page, and it's so stinking cute. I love it. I love my handwriting here. I really should go back to that. But I decided in May 2020 to have a tracker here for showering. During COVID, you might not have showered every single day. All right, there's a water tracker for hydration. And so what I was tracking there was that I was drinking 4 giant, like 16 ounces of water. So I'm very bad at that. And then this is a walking figure. And so that was, did I hit my 10,000 steps? This is for brushing my teeth and flossing. This is nails, right? It's a little nail bottle. And so did I do my nails that day? I don't remember what this is, and I don't remember what that is. Oh, that might be my period. All right, so my menstrual cycle. All right, so I did not, you can see here, I didn't actually do a great job of tracking, but I thought the page itself was super cute. And I actually really love tracking my physical health and like habits like in this format, just because it shows me at a glance if I'm doing things adequately, right? So I should really, this is one of the reasons for the videos, looking at this and remembering the things that I've done. So here, this sleep tracker, this was actually really, really nice. I, again, love this page, how I did it. I took these stats from my watch. At that point, I was wearing a Fitbit. Now I have a different watch, but I had, of course, May sleep, and then I did put 3 things here. So this is like basically lights out, or like bedtime, and then here, or like it's like evening. It's really meant to mark evening. So this was 6 o'clock. This pink line, right? The 6 o'clock hour, so 6 to 7, right? This is like I should be asleep, right? So that's midnight, so 12 to 1 o'clock, and then this one is 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And so you can't really see that line, but it's like right here is that line. And in fact, now I should have put the time, because I said 6, 12, and 6, but that doesn't feel right, because I definitely would not have been sleeping that late. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I have no idea. And then like right here, I didn't go to sleep until 6. That seems off, right? So I don't know. But I've tracked, of course, all of my actual like sleep windows, and some days like I did not sleep at all, right? But normally I got, 7 hours of sleep. And then I did take a lot of naps in May. So those are all of my naps as well. So again, super, super nice visual of that. I don't really see a lot of connections between sleep, except for sleep and move, right? But I don't see any issues with like my sleep patterns and other symptoms, other physical health symptoms. Definitely my mood, but not other, like I don't get thrown off my eating game because I'm sleepy, things like that. So I did not continue doing this. But certainly if I had physical health symptoms that were related to sleep, I would track it again, right? So that was in that section. And then I also have here a meals plan. This is directly from the household extension pack. These were just like all of our meals that I just like used on Post-its. You'll see this. But this is the divider from the household extension. And then I had this page that I DIY'd myself, menu planning, right? Then favorite meals. And I just put these on Post-it notes. These Post-it notes I just cut down from like, it was like 2 of them together, and I cut them in half, right? And so then I just listed all of our favorite meals here, right? Favorite meals. I did try to organize them by like, here's pork, then chicken, so all white meat, and then here's like seafood or like non-meat dishes, right? Then I had this where back in the day, I had several meal kits that I used regularly, Dinnerly and Every Plate. I also had a couple of others, which I did not put in here. And then this was just a random like page from Happy Planner that I listed all of our like staples in our fridge. So these are fridge items. These are just like all the different fruits and veggies that are staples in our family. I should relabel it. All right, this one is just all of the pantry items, right? And then I thought I had one. No, I didn't. This one is condiments. I thought I had one for freezer, but that's whatever. All right, and then going into this, I had this. This is old. These are all old notes, and I won't show you these just because these are from like 2024. But I'll get into 2025, which kind of starts like in this area. I don't have dividers, as you can see. But like right here, what I've been doing is using an outdated horizontal, and I just track mostly my food logging, right? So I do every once in a while have like physical health symptoms, but I've just been using these outdated horizontal pages. Not my favorite, honestly, I'll say it's not my favorite way of tracking, but it functions as a food log, which is mostly what I'm doing now in 2025. I can definitely, like, after flipping through the beginning pages, I can definitely incorporate other things in here. So like if I wanted to do meal planning, I could do that. I tried to keep this just as a journal, essentially. I don't actually do any planning in terms of like meal prep or meal planning in here. So I would probably, if I even use those sticky notes, I would move those into my catch-all and then just move it back in here. But yeah, I'm not quite at that level yet. So for 2025, I've just been using outdated horizontal pages. I've got lots of like random mixes of different horizontal pages that I've just been using, right? So those are all kind of like in here, right? And I have those pages. And in fact, one of the things I wanted to do, right? So I have enough pages right now for March. I wanted to count how many weeks I had, right? So, ooh, that's like super used. All right, I don't know if that should be there. All right, probably not. All right, so I have one. I'm just counting like these pages. These obviously don't count, right? This is 2 weeks right here. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, this is like half. I can't really use that, really. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, so 25 is like half of the year. So I have enough pages for essentially 6 months left in here, which I can definitely go into this. This is a planner that I went ahead and punched and put in here. I'll try to remember to link to the video where I did this, where I set up this health planner. And it's, again, another horizontal planner, just a totally different look and style because it's a Disney planner. But it's the full 12 months. And I think I want to save this for 2026. So what I need to do is find about, like 3 more months of horizontal pages and add them in here. And so I definitely have a very large planner stash. I won't do this on video, but I'm going to find those 3 months. I'll find probably like 13 or 14 weeks of pages, maybe even like 16 or 20, just to make sure I completely cover all of 2025. I'm going to add those pages in here, right here between where I started or stopped and the new planner that I've got, and then I'll be set up for 2025. So we're just going to keep it very simple for my health. I want to try to use up these pages. I don't want to buy a new planner just because, oh, I'm out of pages, right? I'm just going to use what I've got. And also, I'll just go in here very quickly before I jump off. I did just last year in 2024, I was able to use down my wellness layout, my stash. And so I'm so very happy to be able to do that. I want to do the same thing with my horizontal. So, that's kind of where we are. Again, the whole video was to talk to you about my process and what I do in here, show you some of the pages, but really just make sure that I'm aware of what I need for 2025. I don't want to go buy a planner just to be able to get those 3 months that I'm missing, right? I can use it. I have used horizontal pages for the purposes of food logging, and I am okay with that. I should be okay with that. I will be okay with that. I just need to find those pages. So I will do that immediately after this video. So that is all. So yes, I made it through my health planner. Again, no changes here for my health planner, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Leave me comments, questions, anything that you have in terms of suggestions. I would love to hear your thoughts on my health planner. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my channel and look forward to the remaining videos in this small series. And until the next video, you guys, bye.